Hi, I'm Atman and I'm 10 years old, and I want to ask, why do animals become extinct and then new animals regenerate?
My name is Barry Hardup. I'm the Director of Conservation Medicine at the International Crane Foundation and a clinical instructor at the School of Veterinary Medicine at UW-Madison. It's a fairly tough question. A lot depends on the circumstances by which the animals that we're talking about have become rare in the first place. But usually there's some factor that is occurring in their range that has driven them to even greater and greater rarity, and that could be a big environmental change in their habitat, so something affecting essentially food, water, shelter, or cover is what we would call it for wild species. There could be new factors in their environment, like new competitors, like an invasive species, for example, that is exploiting a resource or taking resources away from the animals that are becoming rare. There may not be enough females, there may not be enough of the animals of the right breeding age available. So it's really kind of a mix of a number of sort of natural or environmental kinds of conditions, and then aspects of the animal's population and whether or not they can successfully reproduce and grow their numbers. A good example of the ability of a species with an ability to recover are, for example, the whooping crane. So the whooping crane fell to a low of 15 or 16 birds in 1941. Really, the factors that were probably most at play in the decline of the whooping crane to that low point were things like they lost a lot of their habitat. There were a number of refuges established to help protect areas that not only the cranes but other waterfowl used at various times of the year. So they had the vital portions of their life cycle protected now. And so they had a home. They had a place where they could essentially recover. The species was brought to a low because many of the birds basically lost their homes, lost their breeding territories. But these last remnant places where the birds occurred were protected. And fortunately, because the gene pool was still rich enough, deep enough, these birds have begun to slowly recover and replace their numbers.